Elliot, you say you do not believe you are the father of Ms. Hall's son because at the time he was conceived, Ms. Hall was in a relationship with another man and later gave her child his last name.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, Ms. Hall, you admit you have no idea who fathered your son.
Yes, ma'am.
You acknowledge you slept with another man, but say that was only because you were confused and didn't know who you wanted to be with at the time.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Mr. Elliot, how did you come to doubt this baby was your biological child?
Well, I met Amanda probably about 13 years ago. Say I was friends with Amanda's boyfriend at the time. And after about 8 years, they started fighting and stuff a lot. And she came to me one day after they split up and we started talking. That's how it started from there. And the doubts about Noah is that when we started talking, we started to get together and we wanted the relationship. Well, after we'd get into an argument and fight, she'd go back to his house every time.
Only because you would make me go back to his house.
No, I wouldn't make you go back anywhere.
Make you go back to his house?
How can I make anybody do something they don't want to do?
What do you mean by that, Ms. Hall?
Your Honor, when somebody fights with you so much to the point where you just have to.
I mean, we'd sit there and argue. She'd pick arguments about stuff. We'd argue, and it seemed like she'd argue just so she could leave to go back to his house.
So you felt like you were in a relationship with her, but she'd start an argument and then pick a fight and then make the fight so big she'd have reason to walk out and go back to her ex's house.
Yeah, because I'd tell her to go ahead and go when I didn't want to deal with the situation. I mean, at the time I was done with it, but I really didn't mean I was done with the relationship. I didn't really think she'd just go back to him.
But you said you were done with the relationship.
I might have said it at the time, but I was mad.
And so, Ms. Hall, did you go back to your ex?
I sure did.
Were you intimate with him when you went back?
Sometimes yes, Your Honor, and sometimes no.
So let me get to this period of conception when Noah was conceived.
She got pregnant, okay?
Okay.
And we decided we was going to be together after they split up. And we broke up, and she went back to live at his house again.
All right, so you back at the ex's house again.
Yes.
So when this time of conception, you're admitting, Ms. Hall, that you slept with Mr. Elliot and your ex.
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
Is this a yo-yo, a seesaw type relationship?
I love them both. It was hard. One gave me great sex. The other one gave me a great relationship and the support I needed for my kids. I needed it all from him, and then Max also couldn't give me that. So I had to run to the other guy.
I wasn't really financially stable at the time. That's how I feel like she really went back to him every time because his family is well off. I was poor growing up. I had to fight for everything I had. It's just, I couldn't support him financially. That's how I felt like she kept going back.
I was honest with him from the get-go. He knew who I was before we was even together. He knew.
When you say he knew who you were, tell me, what do you mean by that?
Well, I was with him and the other guy. He knew that before he even started a relationship with me. Is
that true, Mr. Elliot? Were you aware of it?
Yes, I was aware of it, but when we started talking and everything, and after she broke up with him, then we decided, she said she had feelings for me. I told her I had feelings for her. We started a relationship, so I thought she started a new commitment with me. She wouldn't do what she'd done before with him, and we would be in a relationship together. I know
Ms. Hall,
she's like that.
wait. Let me understand her position
she's like
here.
that and everything.
Her position is you knew this going in.
Yes,
now,
he did.
Correct me when I'm wrong, because I want to understand. I love you for this reason. I love him for this reason. So if you want to be with me, I want to be with you, but don't be mad if I also want to be with him sometimes. Is that what you pretty much told him?
Basically, but if he wouldn't have pushed me to do this, I wouldn't have.
I gotta get to this pushing part because what is it about the arguing or what he's doing that's pushing you? I mean, it sounds like it's just an excuse.
No, it's not an excuse, Your Honor. I can't be with a guy that's going to argue with me.
I can't trust her if she's going to go back every time to him.
Well, I don't think you can.
Well, maybe you could trust me if you
Give me a reason to trust you. If you'd stay with me and didn't go back, then everything would work out.
I wouldn't go back if you wouldn't be such an to me.
Hold on now. Miss Hall, this is a courtroom. You need to use appropriate language.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Okay? So the point is, if Mr. Elliot truly isn't giving you what you need in a relationship, why not just break it off?
It's hard when you love somebody.
All right. So you say you love him, And you also love your ex, right?
Not as much as I do Max.
Okay.
When she had the baby, I didn't even know she had the baby. I wasn't even allowed to come up there to see. I wanted to be there.
Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Wait a minute.
I wanted to be at the hospital when he was born. I
You
wasn't
weren't allowed to come
I'm
up
sorry.
there?
If he could find a ride himself, Your Honor, he could have came up there. That's his fault.
No.
Wait a minute. You're saying you weren't allowed?
Yeah, her.
What do you mean by that? Who told you you couldn't come?
Her boyfriend. She let him sign the birth certificate.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. He didn't sign no birth certificate. There's no birth certificate signed at all.
Who was at the hospital?
My ex and me.
And at that time, when you were at the hospital, had you made your ex believe this was his son?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. He gave me the comfort, the love, the support, the financial stability that I needed for me and my kids.
And so at what point did you then decide that Noah was Max's son?
I slept with both of them in the same week. Monday, I slept with one, and then Friday, I slept with another.
Say about 3 months into the pregnancy, she
I
broke
was
up.
confused. I didn't know who the father was. I thought he
And you submitted these dates to the court?
Yes, ma'am. I even have a calendar showing the conception date and when Noah was born and why I was confused.
Jerome, can you get that for me, please?
Sure. There you go, Judge.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
See, Your Honor, you can also see why I'm confused with my story and why I didn't know.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. So in yellow, you have outlined the date you slept with Mr. Elliot.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then in green, you have the date you slept with your ex.
Yes, Your Honor.
Circled in blue would be the estimated time of conception.
Yes, Your Honor, but Noah was also a month early, so it also made me really confused about if Mr. Elliot was or if the other man was his dad. I think the baby looks like Mr. Elliot a lot more than I do the other guy because he has the forehead. Look at him. I mean, he has the forehead, the nose, the eyelashes. Max has a Facebook picture on Facebook, and they both look just alike.
But the problem is you truly don't know.
No, I truly don't.
Where are you two in your relationship right now?
I'd like to trust her. I want to be able to trust her. I want you to know I love you. I really do love you with all my heart. I love Noah. I want him to be in our life. Your other girls, they look at me like a dad. I mean,
But
I want to be with you.
arguing
I
to
want to
stop,
be able
too.
to trust you.
I'm willing to do anything I can to prove to you that I do want to be with you, but the arguing and stuff has to stop.
Ms. Hall, when's the last time you were with your ex?
About a month ago.
She told me she
And I
she
could
hasn't
be
been with him.
pregnant again. So I also could be pregnant again in the same situation that I'm in now, where both guys could be the dad.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
You've got to know this is just not the way to do it.
No, but it's hard when you love somebody and you know one gives you the love, the sex, everything that's amazing, and the other one just gives you the stability that you have to have and you need.
Listen. Before everybody in here moans, you know, like I said, I'm a straight shooter in here. There's a reason why there's a song called Torn Between Two Lovers, and that's an old song. That means this has been going on for a very long time. You are not the first woman that has loved different qualities about two different men, and I'm sure the same has happened for men as it relates to women. The issue is, Ms. Hall, is when you begin to bring children into the world. Children. It's not just you riding the seesaw anymore. They're on the seesaw, and that's not fair for a child.
I was confused. I didn't know what I wanted at the time.
Listen, I give it to you. Your confusion may truly be a fact, but it can't keep being an excuse as to why you end up pregnant and you don't know who the father is.
It's not an excuse.
No. It's an excuse.
Well,
And I'll tell you why you keep being able to make that excuse. It's because Mr. Elliot lets you, and your ex lets you. Both of these men allow you to go back and forth and back and forth, and you've become comfortable in this statement that I'm confused and it's an excuse.
Then maybe both of them should leave me.
Well, look, you said it, not me. Mr. Elliot, I have to ask you, why do you hang in there knowing that she goes back to another man and this will be the second child? She's possibly pregnant right now, and yet another child that you don't know if it's yours or this other man.
I mean, I love her. When we're together, everything's just always good when we're out and about doing our stuff. Then when the arguments, then that's where we start to argue and fight and gets bad. You know, the trust issue. I mean, I really do love her. I just want to be with her.
What do you feel?
I wish I could stop doing what I'm doing and he could stop pushing me away and we could just be a family.
Is this all his fault?
No, it's both. I don't blame it all on him. I think it's part me too.
Just part?
Well, a lot of part me.
So you're saying that no matter what, you really want him to be Noah's father?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And yet there is a real possibility that he's your ex's child.
Yes, Your Honor.
And there may be a real possibility that the baby you're potentially carrying right now could be your ex's child as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
But you really want to be with Mr. Elliot.
Yes, Your Honor.
So does that mean you're ready to give up running back to the ex when things don't work out?
I'm
See, I
willing to
hope she
do
really
anything I can to be with him.
Does your ex have a relationship with Noah?
He wants to be around him when it's good for him, but when it's good for me, he don't want to part with Noah.
Say when
Explain.
Okay, when I was with him last time, he told me I could either make my son shut up or he would. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to be with no guy that's going to tell me to make my son shut up. I'm not.
There's no reason to talk to any child like that.
No.
No, there's not.
And it felt like he just, if you love your son like that, or maybe your son, you be there for him no matter what.
I mean, they're children. They're going to cry. They're going to fight. They're going to fuss,
And
break
so
stuff.
was it in that moment where you began to realize that maybe, Mr. Elliot may not have the financial stability and those things that appeal to you in that other man?
Yes,
but
Your Honor.
that he has things that truly are far more valuable?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can build financial stability together.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you feel like when you look at Noah and you say you see the resemblance to Mr. Elliot, do you feel like that could possibly be because you just want it so desperately?
I do want it more than anything. I wish Max is the baby's father.
I've been in his life since he's been born.
No,
Since
actually
2
you didn't.
weeks since he's
Actually,
been
you
born.
told me they wouldn't allow you to come up there.
Well, 2 weeks after he was born was the first time I got to see him at a friend's house because she came by with
He
him.
could have came and seen him, Your Honor. He just chose not to. He could have found a ride up there. I'm sorry, but if I was a guy and I wanted to see my baby so bad, I'd make sure I was there.
But if you're a guy who's not sure if the baby is yours and the other guy that your girlfriend runs back to all the time is there and he decided to sign the birth certificate and your girl told the other guy that the baby was theirs, maybe you might just stay home. That's what I'm trying to express to you. And ultimately, who loses out?
Noah.
Right. That's what I want you two to understand.
And I love my son, and I love Max too.
I can tell. I can tell you love your son when you look up at the monitor and you see his face. I'm a mother. I know the look when a mother looks at her child. And I can see the look in your eyes. I believe you. I know you're confused.
I just want to make it work between me and him and have the family that I've always wanted.
But, Ms. Hall, one thing you've got to understand, when you say you want to make it work, you got to be willing to do the work.
I'm willing to do anything.
I think I've heard enough, and if you're ready, I'm ready for the results. All right, Jerome, the results, please. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Elliot versus Hall, when it comes to 10-month-old Noah Grooms, Mr. Elliot, you are not Noah's father.
I really don't know what to say right now, except no matter what, I want to be in his life, and I hope she still lets me be the father I've been to him already.
No matter what, you'll always be the father to him, and I'm willing to do anything and everything to show you that.
I really hope you are, because you know that boy is my life.
Ms. Hall, I need to say this to you, and I want you to receive it. There comes a time in life when you just have to stop running. Problem is then you get to that place and you run back. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now you have to tell, I presume that your ex is his biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you'll have to inform him of that. You're gonna have to figure this thing out, right?
I would rather choose not to tell him that he's the dad.
Ms. Hall, you stood here in this courtroom today and you got a taste of what lying, dishonesty will do to a relationship and to your life, really. You spend your life running from your lies. Now that you have the truth, just own it. Just tell the truth. Am I clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court is adjourned.
Ms. Garcia, you are here to finally get the answer to a question which has plagued you for the past 9 years. Who is my real father? You and your mother hope today's DNA results will prove your paternity and you will finally be able to connect with your dad. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Sanchez, you say it's been 25 years since you last saw Mr. Bryant, and your daughter has never had the opportunity to meet the man you claim is her father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Ms. Garcia, why are today's results so important to you?
They're important for me because since I was 16, I felt lost. Like a part of me just disappeared. I felt empty. And the man that is supposed to be my father, I can't get close to him. I don't want to get close to him because if I do, I feel like he's just gonna leave again, and I don't want that.
And that's Mr. Bryant.
Yes.
So you have never met him. You've never met in person.
No.
This is a very tough situation.
It's difficult for me. It really is. I don't know.
And you honor that, right? You're strong because you're standing here, but you can still honor your pain and honor how you feel. And it's okay to say, this is hard. Mom, I see you're in tears.
Yes. Feels like a lot of bricks on my shoulder for the past 25 years. So this is a chapter for me that I can close, but open for her at the same time. And to prove to her that Timothy is her biological father.
Because the truth is, your daughter believed for 16 years of her life that another man was her biological father.
Yeah.
Yes. Timothy and I dated for a short period of time, and I got together with my ex. I didn't find out I was pregnant till after I got with my ex. So there was a possibility that, it could be his or it could be Timothy's at the time.
And so you raised your daughter with the man you were in the relationship with, as his daughter, but you now believe that Mr. Bryant is truly your daughter Monica's biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
And he is here today. Ms. Garcia, Monica, I don't want to make you wait a moment longer to see the man you believe is truly your biological father, or you've been told. Jerome, please escort Timothy Bryant into the courtroom.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Hi.
Hello, hello. Hello.
How does it feel, Monica?
I'm just overwhelmed.
So, Mr. Bryant, when was the first time you heard about Miss Garcia, about Monica?
It was about 4 months ago.
4 months ago?
Yeah,
Wow.
about 4 months ago.
So you didn't know you had a daughter
No, I didn't.
until 4 months ago?
Yes, ma'am.
And she's 24.
Yes. So I miss a lot of time if I am her father. You know?
So take me to that day. How did you find out? What happened?
Okay, well, basically I was on Facebook one day and, you know, just strolling and then, you know, on a part where they say people you should know, I ran into, you know, this face and I'm like, this girl looks familiar, you know? So I decided to reach out to her, to, you know, touch base. And we started, chatting back and forth. We started communicating. Then inside the conversation, Mr. Concentration, she comes out and she's just like, I have your daughter.
Wait, what? What? Talk about people you should know. Yes, you should know them. Oh my goodness. Whoa. So, Ms. Sanchez, I want you to take me to that moment.
I was in shock, actually. I was about to start work, and when I saw someone request me, I looked and saw his name. My eyes grew as big as this world, and my heart just sank. And I said, he found me. At that moment, I messaged Monica saying, Timothy has found me. Your father has found me. And at the same time, I'm messaging her, I'm messaging him, we're back and forth. He was supposed to know years ago, you know, but this is something that I carry for 25 years. And it needs to come out.
Can you tell the court about your relationship with Mr. Bryant?
I met Timothy a block away from my grandmother's house. He started talking to me, and that's how we met. One day, he was talking to me in the phone, and he heard my grandmother in the background yelling in Spanish, you know, that she wanted me out of the house. He was very upset, and he said, I'm picking you up in 5 minutes. I said, okay. And I packed a couple clothes, and he came and picked me up and took me to his house. So we were together for about 2 months, give or take, and one day he left, and I just packed up and I left.
No, wait, I didn't leave. I left the house.
Well, you went out.
Okay.
You know, I don't know where you went.
Did you go looking for her?
Yeah, actually I did. I couldn't find her, so I just went on with my life, you know? I was just like, okay.
Wow. So she's just gone.
It's gone.
How long after that did you find out you're pregnant?
When I went to a gynecologist, I was already like 2 or 3 months pregnant. And at that time, I was with my ex.
You were in a new relationship and you find out you're pregnant.
So I had let my ex know there's a possibility that the baby may not be yours, but we both vowed to each other that we would give Monica a mother and a father and bring her up as good parents. And that's what we did.
I see during your mother's testimony, you are consistently shaking your head no.
Yeah, because what she's saying doesn't make any sense. in order for her to get on government assistance, we had to do a DNA test. So we did that DNA test, and I'm thinking, well, there's no point. It's gonna come back that he's mine, but it came back that he wasn't. And that's when I found out and he found out, and just the whole can of worms came out. So, yeah,
And how did that change your relationship with this man?
it changed it dramatically. Like, he went from being my best friend to him not even giving me a phone call or anything. Her whole family. And it was like they all just dropped me. So I don't talk to none of them.
I'm so sorry. How does a man just disappear after 16 years? This doesn't make sense.
My ex was hoping that 1% chance she would be his. The pregnancy is where I was calculating, maybe I was off, so it was either between Timothy and my ex at that time.
When were you and Mr. Bryant together?
I want to say it was around February of '94.
How long were you together?
I left Timothy's house around April of '94.
You left him in April. All right, so February to April, all right, March and April. When did you find out you were pregnant?
June 9 of '94.
On June 9th. So on June 9th, you found out you were pregnant. How many months were you?
Like 2 or 3 months.
So if you count back 2 to 3 months, you think it's right in the window of time when you were with Mr. Bryant.
Mm-hmm.
So when was Monica born?
Monica's due date was March 20th.
All right.
She was born February 28th.
Okay, born. Well, hold on now. Say you were 2 to 3 months pregnant in June. That don't add up.
That's what the doctor told me. I don't know.
Yeah, that's like a year. Your window of conception would have been around the end of June, early July. I saw that, Monica.
I'm scared.
What'd you say, honey?
I'm nervous, scared. Don't make no sense.
It doesn't make mathematical sense. Miss Sanchez,
Yes.
I need to ask you, were there any other men you were dating at that time besides the man you were with and Mr. Bryant? Because we just added this up and it doesn't add up.
I know.
So, Mr. Bryant, you've heard this testimony. You have looked at me, tried to do this math that won't add up. What are you feeling?
Like I said, it don't add up, for one. And it's sad because now she's lost here, not knowing who her dad is, and from the way it looks like it, I'm not, from the way it looks. I mean, she's still lost.
How have you tried to grow a relationship with this beautiful young woman?
Oh, I talk to her all the time. She tells me that she's a writer. She writes books and stuff like that, and she's done college and, stuff like that. We talk. It's good.
And were you doing your best to accept the fact that this is your biological child, and even though you missed 24 years of her life, you wanted to try to...
I was getting there, yeah, but like every stuff wasn't adding up. So, I had my doubts. Because, like, for one, the timeline. For two, I don't really see a resemblance because I have 2 other children, and it looks like I gave birth to them, basically. So, I mean, well, like right there, she kind of looks like my daughter, like my other daughter, right there. She does, but I mean, as far as being her, I didn't really see a resemblance, but I didn't take that into consideration because I mean, most people sometimes, your kids don't look like the dad. So I mean, there was still a possibility and everything.
Monica, I know this has been a difficult day of testimony, hon. And after hearing everything that's been set forth today, what are you thinking? What are you feeling?
Well, now I just have a whole bunch of doubt. Now, like I had a little bit of hope coming in, and now it's just all out the window, honestly. So.
All right. I think it's time we get the results. Jerome? Thank you. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Sanchez Garcia versus Bryant, when it comes to 24-year-old Monica Garcia, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Bryant, you are the father.
Wow. Come here.
Come here, big head.
Oh, shoot.
Sorry. It's okay.
Okay, don't make no more. We just got down to the bottom of this. Get out the middle, mama. Get on over there. Get on that side. I'm happy for you. I'm really happy for you, Monica.